climbed the 3 flights of stairs, opened the vestibule door leading to the top deck, and stepped out into an atmosphere that cut me, clad as I was, like a knife. Walking to the starboard side, I peered over and saw the sea many feet below, calm and black. Forward, the deserted deck stretching away to the first-class quarters and the captain's bridge, and behind, the steerage quarters and the stern bridge. Nothing more. No iceberg on either side or astern as far as we could see in the darkness. There were 2 or 3 men on deck, and with one, the Scotch engineer who played hymns in the saloon, I compared notes of our experiences. He had just begun to undress when the engines stopped and had come up at once so that he was fairly well clad. None of us could see anything, and all being quiet and still, the Scotchman and I went down to the next deck. Through the windows of the smoking room we saw a game of cards going on with several onlookers, and went in to inquire if they knew more than we did. They had apparently felt rather more of the heaving motion, but so far as I remember, none of them had gone out on deck to make any inquiries, even when one of them had seen through the windows an iceberg go by, towering above the decks. He had called their attention to it, and they all watched it disappear, but had then at once resumed the game. We asked them the height of the berg, and some said 100 feet, others 60 feet. We accepted his estimate and made guesses as to what had happened to the Titanic. The general impression was that we had just scraped the iceberg with a glancing blow on the starboard side, and they had stopped as a wise precaution to examine her thoroughly all over.
I expect the iceberg has scratched off some of her new paint, and the captain doesn't like to go on until she is painted up again.
We laughed at his estimate of the captain's care for the ship. Poor Captain Smith. He knew by this time only too well what had happened. One of the players, pointing to his glass of whiskey standing at his elbow and turning to an onlooker, said,
"Just run along the deck and see if any ice has come aboard. I would like some for this."